Okay, hi. Today, I've done a little bit of digging around, and the new psychological horror game, Subliminal, that's come out. I've done my own digging around it and found some clues that point to my own little game theory here. So, first of all, we know Lily is probably your sister because of the shadows that we see, and she's almost certainly dead. And the first thing that I'm going to say that I've not seen many people say is it's definitely your fault that she's dead. The narrator is often mentioning feelings of existential guilt or something, or soul-crushing guilt actually. And the narrator sometimes shouts at you when he's talking about other things. He shouts, "It's all your fault." Though I think that may be actually secretly referring to also the death of Lily. And because of that, you have trauma, which is of course represented by the monster and the rot. The narrator, the narrator there, I don't know if he's good. If he's good, he's helping us, and us disobeying him is giving into the trauma, or he could be bad and trying to cover up the trauma rather than really sort it out. I don't know. Childhood places that we go to, I reckon something happened there causing Lily's death, which is why the rot and the monster, particularly in those places. And the narrator often, or the narrator, I don't know how to say it, often refers to maintenance. So perhaps you weren't just trying to ignore it or just go through it and be calm, but sort of fix the rot in these childhood places and make them joyful again. The light seems to represent like safety. However, it's also a puzzle. I don't know much on that. But this other side of the paper that I've got has all the key information now. So this is the big stuff. So Lily's death definitely has something to do with the deep sea water relaxation chambers. I don't know what they are. Well, I know what they are, but I don't know what they're called. Because first of all, when you go in there, the narrator strongly advises, no, please do not go in there. And in there is the door that says Lily on top of it. You might know what I'm talking about. If not, just search it up. And at one of the doors in there, you can hear someone shouting on it, "Open the door, open the door." Which leads me to my theory, which is that something about you, like trapping your sister in one of the water chambers, or maybe just being unable to help her get out, and she drowns. Or just suffocates. I don't know. There's red ribbons everywhere. I think they belonged to Lily. And then... Oh, sorry, I just heard a noise. One thing that I have noticed is the colour red. In the fridge at the start, the fridge magnets that you find spell out Lily, but they're all red. I'm not talking about the Caleb ones. The ones that are on the floor scattered around that spell Lily are all red. There's of course the red ribbons and scarf or whatever it is, but also in the relaxation water area, where the Lily room is, Lily is written, it's written in red. And then I came to the conclusion, Walter the balloon symbolises Lily. Walter is red. He's described as this, lifetime companion. Yet there's no indication Walter was actually a part of your childhood, though lifetime companion would fit the role of a little sister. And the narrator, in one of his lines, accidentally refers to him as her. And I think that's because Walter actually symbolises Lily. And after he does say her, the screen does the glitchy thing that happens when something's wrong or corrupted. And therefore, they're trying to lean into there's something there. And so, yeah, I think Walter symbolises Lily. I have other theories. These theories contrast, but I'm more certain on the Walter and the red theory in the relaxation chambers. But here are just some other ideas. Perhaps you have, amnesia or dementia or something. Because there's a lot of stuff about forgetting stuff. At the very end of the game, the narrator says, "Just let me remember." There's the erase ending, where you erase all your memories. And also, it would make sense, considering all the rot and decay would be the rot and decay that's in your mind, because that's not actually what happens, but it's basically kind of what happens when you have dementia. And yeah, your sister could still be killed and then you just have dementia later. I don't really know what age you have to be at least to get dementia, but the point is that's just another little side theory. But yeah, that's all I have to say on Subliminal for my little game theory now. I do just want to add, don't let the streamers, specifically Queso, don't let his views directly influence yours. Try the game out for yourself before you actually make any before you make any decisions on it. Because I think it's a really great game if you can just surpass other people's views. But anyway, yeah, thanks. Bye.